Hello, good morning. I publishing this video to talk about the sad passing of Keith Giffen. I do have a bunch of videos in the can that I'm not publishing yet because I'm not sure if I want to get in the treadmill of, regular YouTube publishing, but this one feels like it needs to happen because, it's on everybody's mind today, and, now's the time to talk about it. So, Keith Giffen passed away. I don't know the details of his passing. I do know that I had found his podcast channel. It was called I'm Not Dead Yet, which is exactly the kind of sense of humor that Keith brought to a lot of his comics, especially his writing, and I really enjoyed listening to his stories about writing in comics and his adventures in comics. But I noticed a little while ago they stopped publishing the videos abruptly, and I did have a passing thought like that maybe that meant his health wasn't that great, especially that they called it I'm Not Dead Yet. So yeah, it's too bad. I'm wishing the best to his family. I wanted to, when these people you have never met, you don't really know, you only know through their work, I personally never think it's going to affect me because you move on from it pretty quick, right? Because this person's not in your life, in your day-to-day life, and then suddenly not. So you can go back to your routine and sort of pretend it didn't affect you. But Keith Giffen's work, in particular, had an inspiration on me because his range, first of all, is incredible. He's done from basically superhero house style and pushed it all the way to what you see in Trencher, which was just a completely different approach to line work and to a completely different way of seeing that he used to draw. Keith's work was dynamic in ways that a lot of other people in the field weren't. He created tension even in panels that didn't have action by his unusual sense of lighting and in-panel compositions. The way he frames his subjects in panels creates this sense of tension and like almost claustrophobia. And I always found that unignorable. Didn't really matter what was happening in the story. I was interested because of Keith's ability to create that sense of tension. And now it's no question there will be no more creative output from Keith Giffen. And the imagination, our ability to put some love into our craft, it doesn't matter what it is. Maybe you're a welder or no matter what you do, when you're gone, that's it. You're not doing anymore. And study is heavy, you know. It's the sense of possibility is done, and it's that's the part that makes me think about. That's what I'm thinking about the most. That I loved Keith Giffen's work, and I'm looking forward to finding work that I haven't seen, because he was very prolific. But there is an end to it. It is possible for me to find all of Keith Giffen's work. So that finitude, that's intense, and it's kind of sad. So sorry to hear about Keith Giffen's passing. His work was an inspiration to me. I studied it a lot. I did copies to try to learn how he was seeing, why he was doing things the way he was doing, and it's really helped me progress in my craft. So, you know, in a way, Keith was some sort of teacher or mentor to me. So I appreciate that. I'm very grateful for the fact that he did do something instead of nothing, because that something was meaningful to a lot of people. So once again, all the best to his friends and family. I'm sorry that this is a tough time, and thanks to Keith Giffen for all the great work.